The good thing about Jalen is that he's always very composed. He's a great leader. He works hard, and he's just a tremendous athlete. And I think you only saw a little spark of what he can be last year. And I think with the compliments of what we have, offensively, I think we can explode this year.
It doesn't matter what they think of him. What do teams? I'm saying that I don't believe he can throw the ball consistently enough, accurately enough to take a team deep into the playoffs. Obviously, they went to the playoffs, but that remains to be seen. How far deep into the playoffs can he take them with his inability to throw the ball consistently?
I hope I'm so wrong about this, but I fear I am so right, because Jalen Hurts just makes plays and leads football teams to victories at the highest of levels.
You got to be able to throw them to victory.
After all the moves the Philadelphia Eagles made this offseason, the biggest one being the huge draft night trade for star wide receiver A.J. Brown, and the plenty of other additions they made on both sides of the ball, whether that be through the draft or through free agency, the Philadelphia Eagles are set up for success in this 2022-23 NFL season. However, there still is one big question mark on this Philadelphia Eagles team that will potentially determine the success of this entire season for the Birds. That player is Jalen Hurts, and you can make an argument that the entire success of this season depends on the play of Jalen Hurts, his development, and how he plays within this offense in his second season as a starting quarterback, and with all the new additions they put around him. Philadelphia Eagles offense is stacked with one of the best offensive lines in the league, and having a rushing attack that was #1 in the entire NFL last season. And of course, the weapons they have in the passing game. They obviously just acquired star wide receiver A.J. Brown from the Tennessee Titans. He will look to become their #1 wide receiver. And he's actually a good friend of Jalen Hurts, and he will most likely be a great fit here in Philadelphia. They also put him next to Devonta Smith, who last season broke the Eagles' record for receiving yards in a single season by a rookie. Devonta Smith will continue to develop at that #2 wide receiver position. And then you have players like Quez Watkins, who I think is one of the most underrated players on this Eagles roster and will surely make a big impact next season. And then, of course, at the tight end position, you have Dallas Goedert, who is one of the best young tight ends in the entire NFL. Jalen Hurts is set up for success this season. Now, in order for the Philadelphia Eagles to be successful, he's going to need to play up to par with the rest of the team. This entire season feels like a trial run for Jalen Hurts. But it's interesting because this could be a season where the Philadelphia Eagles would really be looking to contend, but it also seems like at the same time they're trying to figure out what they have in Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is successful this season, he will most likely become the Eagles franchise QB, as it was reported a while back that the Eagles are looking to offer him a large extension after this season should he play well. But however, if Jalen Hurts does end up not playing up to par, and ultimately failing to be the Eagles franchise QB, they will most likely look to move on from him and try to find a new quarterback that will then be able to take this very talented Eagles roster deep into the playoffs to accomplish winning another Super Bowl. This entire season really does depend on Jalen Hurts' development. So we can look at the stats last season. He threw for 3,144 yards and 16 touchdowns with 9 interceptions on 61.3% completion. Now, his completion percentage is one of the bigger problems. He's going to need to be more accurate thrower of the football. Some of his bigger problems are just looking at the first read, and then if that's not there, leaving the pocket prematurely and looking to scramble. However, he is very effective when he does run, as he led the NFL in QB rushing yards and QB rushing touchdowns last season. But he still needs to be able to keep his eyes downfield and look to make plays in the air as well. But Jalen Hurts is definitely not a bad quarterback. It's just the fact that he relies so much on his legs that teams can be able to game plan for that, and he's got to be able to hurt them a little bit more through the air. Now the Eagles have brought in players like A.J. Brown to help out with that, so hopefully Hurts will continue to progress. But I do believe in Jalen Hurts. He works extremely hard, and I believe he will be able to improve and develop enough, especially playing in this system a second straight year and just getting chemistry with all these other players, these guys that have been here now with Jalen Hurts for a couple of years now, and then bringing in A.J. Brown, who obviously is new to the team, but him and Jalen Hurts are good friends and they've worked off the field together. Jalen Hurts should look to take a leap in this upcoming NFL season, and that'll ultimately determine the success of this entire season for the Philadelphia Eagles. But I believe Jalen Hurts also has all the intangibles. He really is just a great leader. He's really easy to root for, and I really hope he succeeds in this upcoming season, just for the sake of the Eagles and for him, because I really like him and I'm a fan of his. He just has to be able to develop and show that he can be a top-level quarterback and be worthy of being the Philadelphia Eagles franchise QB for the foreseeable future. If Jalen Hurts plays as good as he can be and he continues to progress and he is able to have success with the new additions on this Philadelphia Eagles team, the Philadelphia Eagles could be looking at a top playoff seed in the NFC and a potential deep playoff run, potentially all the way to the NFC Championship game, and maybe even more than that. You never really know. This could be a dark horse contender in the NFL this upcoming season if Jalen Hurts progresses the way that we need him to. And, you know, with the entire roster improvement that Howie Roseman has put together this offseason, with all these additional pieces that he's added on offense and especially on defense, the Eagles are set up for success this season. And now all that has to happen is Jalen Hurts has to take that next leap. And if he does that, Philadelphia Eagles could be one of the scarier teams in the NFL this season. But that's pretty much all I got for this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I do know that this subject of Jalen Hurts has Eagles fans split, so I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Subscribe to the channel for more Eagles videos just like this and Sixers videos as well, and drop a like on this video to help push it out to other people. And with that being said, that's pretty much all I got for this video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.